Hey guys, so I want to do a little analysis. Thought it'd be fun to go back and this is probably I think the furthest throw I've ever had on video with the 16-pound shot. This was two years ago. Yeah, this was probably the best practice I've ever had. I think like my lowest throw was 16 meters, and that was a non-reverse. This throw was 16 meters 66, and I just was bombing throws. I was just in my groove today. I don't know what I was doing, but shoot, we gonna discover it. So let's see this. I'll play it regular motion, so you can tell my technique is way different than how I ended my career. So I went through so many technical changes, trying to figure out like what was the best style for me. And I know I threw the furthest with this, but it just wasn't a sustainable. I was so inconsistent with this technique, and that's why I changed it. Like, if I hit it perfectly, it would go super far, but I mean, I couldn't really, except for this one magical practice that, I mean, I just felt the shot today. I always knew what back when I threw shot, every time I picked up the shot put and it felt like nothing when I just picked it up, I knew I was gonna drop some bombs that day. I bet every shot putter's had that feeling, but I just thought this would be, um, you know, a good day when I picked up the shot. It felt perfect. All right, so as you can tell already, if you have ever seen me throw on my videos, this starting position is already so much different. All right. So one, I'm a little narrower. Um, I'm a lot more duck footed, and my butt is slightly back, and my chest is slightly forward. So kind of like a blue trick style. And when I did my wind, I was pressing into the ground because I had a lot of trouble feeling the ground on my wind and shifting too much onto my right. So I really tried to keep my weight over my left by doing this. All right. And then I winded a lot further back. I used to. All right. So from here, like I'm pressing into the ground. So I had a lot more of a rhythmic wind back then. All right, compared to my second year. So this was my first year, I guess, quote unquote pro or post collegiate, I should say. And this is way different than my second year post collegiate. Way different. And in fact, like my style changed even my first uh, year. So I would tend to start with all my weight over my left. So really, really shifted over here and then just winded like that because I had so much trouble getting over my left out the back. All right, so from here, I wind. My chest is really down. I'm sitting back a lot. So this is like a very old school way to throw for me. All right. But what I really like and what I think really helped me throw this far is the fact that I was super patient. I had so much weight over my left and I was pressing into the ground. And then I shot this right knee forward right here. This is what kept me from not breaking at the hip. And you see like the separation between my knees. So then I get this awesome whip right here. So this right here is probably one of my best positions out the back I've ever had. Which is, I this is not my best technical throw, but it's my best technical throw. Well, I can't even say. I guess I wasn't even trying to throw far, to be quite honest, because I still remember this practice, and I don't think I'll ever forget this practice because it was a magical practice, for me at least. Um, from what I remember, I was just kind of just throwing. Honestly, I wasn't even working on anything. I was just having a good old swell time right here, from what I remember. All right, but from here, very like I really tried to throw like Dylan Armstrong a lot back then. So my chest down, low sweep, and then from here, really pushing forward. In my sprint back then, because I was a lot lighter, so I'm like 230 pounds. My last year post collegiate, I was 270. So quite a big difference in weight. So I was a whole lot faster here. A whole lot faster. I was not nearly as strong, but my speed was still there from college. So, you can see from here. And I mean, I wasn't even going that fast here, so maybe that's a bad thing, but just the amount of sprint I get is really good. And what I think I did really well on this throw is hold my chest and hold my left side, which I usually have a problem with. But whenever I do hold it, I usually throw really far, because I just threw correctly. um, but what I really liked here too was my timing. My timing on this throw was absolutely magnificent, in my opinion at least. For me, it was magnificent. So here, and I always throw far when this left shoulder is just super wide. All right. And then from here, I land and then immediately crank. And I still am on the ground here. So right here, I'm shifting into my block. And I think this is probably the best I've ever been, like square to the ring. My hips all the way through. Left shoulder blocking. So, I mean, this was just a magnificent release for me. I still remember how this release felt. That's how good it felt. I mean, it just shot out of my hand. I knew immediately. And I know I tried to play it off all cool in the video, but I was geeked. Like, if this recording kept going, I would be like, I told my coach, I was like, can we get the measuring tape, please? Because I was like, yeah, that's that was different. That was different. Right there. So, I mean, I just remember this throw, man. Oh, I mean, just the way I accelerated, the tempo, the rhythm. I mean, I just love this throw. I still watch this throw to this day. It's the only throw, one of the only throws of mine I actually like watching, because I don't really like watching me usually, because I always try and nitpick, but this is one of the few throws that I can't really nitpick that much, because, I mean, it's just, I don't want to say a work of art. No, I'm not going to say that, because that's just weird. That just sounds like so egotistical. But, I mean, I just thought I would like to do a little breakdown. Because I guess you guys liked watching me break down my analysis of my PR in competition throw. So, yeah. But, and if you guys like this, I can do a video. I have a video of my 54-meter discus throw that I did in practice. And I have a video of some of my best technical throws. I have a video of me in college throwing like 1586 or something like that. So, I mean, I can just do a series of throws I did throughout my career, just breaking them down and what my thoughts were during them, because I still remember all my thoughts and all that. But, yeah, so... Yeah, but, yeah, let me know if you guys want me to do that. I can make this a series if you want, just breaking down my throws, because I think it's very interesting, and I wish pros did this, where they broke down their own throws. It's very rare that you see a pro do that, but I think it's just very interesting of what, like, they think of their throw. And I'm not saying I'm a pro, but I'm definitely not saying that, but, I just think it's interesting. But yeah, let me know what you think, and have a good day. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys liked it. See you later.